All right, guys. Well, welcome. Like I said, my name is James Rupe. I own the company Cardano Mint. I'm a layer 1 blockchain developer. I've been in this space for about 9-10 years.
You own Cardano?
What's that?
You own Cardano?
Yes, sir. I build Cardano.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. So, so yeah, of course I own it, but I build it. So I've noticed throughout the last decade, people are really misinformed. There's a lot of strange information out there, and people don't actually understand what this revolution is really about. And right now, the simplest way to put it is this. Currently, our money is being devalued through printing. And if you guys are like me and you've thought through this, you're only here for so many hours, and then you die. You know, you're born and you die. So time is really your own finite asset. Okay, it's the only thing that really matters is our time. Sometimes we go to work, and in exchange for work, away from our family, friends, and fun, we get money in exchange for that work. And so if that money represents your lifespan, your time, how do we feel about that money shrinking over time as we hold it? It's kind of like stealing your life, right? Yeah. And so fundamentally what we're trying to do is capture our value that we use and make sure it remains as valuable or more valuable over time. And that's called growing our wealth or growing our value. Now, this was how we started to do it back then with the dollar. You know, the dollar was a very strong asset pegged to gold. And so we were storing our money in the strongest asset in the globe of the earth because every country used the dollar as a peg for value. That was great for us. But unfortunately, things have changed. The dollar is no longer pegged. It's no longer the major peg. It's no longer the petrodollar. They're migrating and moving it off. Now, we haven't seen the effects of this yet because it literally just happened a few months ago. But it will start to change over time. So if value is going to change over time, and we've lost about $2.7 trillion coming into the global economy just from the loss of the petrodollar, it makes sense to see that initially we will see some sort of irregularities or fluctuation in our economy. We're just going to. They're not going to react quickly. They're going to react, but there will be suffering along the way. And so it makes sense to look at the environment as a whole, understand what's happening, realize there is a new asset class that is emerging. It's all over the place. It's on the news everywhere. Bitcoin is competing for value itself because it's lighter, faster, and more durable than gold. And it's auditable and transparent. And it's decentralized. So there's a lot of values that other nations are looking at to preserve value. So if other nations are looking to preserve their value in Bitcoin or blockchain or fixed supply assets, then it makes sense that we would want to consider this narrative as well, right? Why not move? If they're moving, we should probably follow. So this is why we're here. And so we're going to learn how to construct a private wallet. This wallet will be connected to nobody and nothing, no government, no institution. You're literally going to dip right into the blockchain space, construct a wallet, and then you'll have the right to control that wallet, store value in that wallet, and in some cases, depending on the blockchain, leverage that wallet for returns. And I'm not talking about trading, right? Trading is a great field. There's a lot of value in there, but some people can't trade and some people don't want to trade. They just want to store their money and make sure it doesn't devalue or it doesn't get taken from them. And this is what this is about, okay? And so today, I'm going to hand you guys, and I think I've handed some of these out already. This is a new wallet coming out of the Cardano space blockchain. This is a Lace wallet. Now, I want you to realize something because you guys are noobs. Hi, I'm James, by the way. Nice to meet you. Ron, pleasure. Nice to meet you. And so this is a Lace wallet. Now, this wallet is located on the Cardano blockchain. This is JRNY. JRNY is an Ethereum location, and so that is another blockchain. And then there's also Bitcoin. These are some of the major blockchains that are coming out. But the truth is the truth. And these wallets all function basically the same. So it really doesn't matter if I teach you the protocol to build a wallet on Cardano, or if I teach you the protocol on Ethereum or Bitcoin. The rules are all basically the same. And so it's important to understand what those rules are so we don't engage inappropriately with our tech and end up losing our value or having it taken from us because we've exposed ourselves in some way. And so right here, that's what we're going to do. Now, that Lace wallet that I've handed you is a live wallet. This was given to me at the conference yesterday. And this wallet actually contains $1 million in it right now. There's $1 million in that wallet that you guys have. And that $1 million, if you guys can crack that wallet, is yours to keep. Now, the reason why they do such bold things and such fun maneuvers is because we understand that the technology of SHA-256 hash encryption is really difficult to crack and probably unlikely that you'll do so. But once again, these guys are new developers and they just created this wallet. And so there could be a bug in it.
Have you tried?
I open my my quantum computer. And
That's it, yeah. Get that quantum computer and get it going, right? Now, the cool thing is if you have a whole bunch of dev friends, you guys might actually have a chance at doing something creative and finding a bug and getting that money out. You wouldn't be able to hack the blockchain, but maybe you could hack some of their code that they inappropriately laid down, and you might be able to do something.
Have you tried to crack it yet?
I just got it yesterday. My brother and I, my brother's right there. He's a 35-year stack developer. Him and I are actually going to attempt to look at the code and see if we can crack this wallet.
Yeah.
Love to get another million on it. Why not? Just throw it back there.
Yeah.
So today we're going to talk about the basics of what a wallet is. So I want you to think of the blockchain itself as a global web. And that global web, every single human on the earth has a right to attach value to it. Now, that is abnormal in normal instances because we're not allowed to attach value into our current economy without a mediator currently. And the mediator is a bank. So we attach value into our economy by going to a bank, giving them our money. The bank loans that money out. We also attach our money to value within our current markets, but we do that through a 401k or an IRA. These are all devices that require middlemen, and these middlemen take fees, and they actually control your funds for you as a favor. And so you don't have access to your money. In this arena, what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to build that wallet, access your money, have full control of your money. And when I say full control, if you want to move $1 million, you move $1 million. You don't have to write a letter. You don't have to wait 14 days. Nothing has to mature. You have full access. That has a lot of responsibility to it. And so it's important that we understand the protocols. So every wallet that you construct will have features to it. It will have a seed phrase, and that seed phrase will consist of 15, 12, or 24 words, 12, 15, or 24 words, depending on the blockchain. Bitcoin uses a 12-word seed phrase. So if you see a 12-word seed phrase, maybe you can guess it's probably a Bitcoin wallet, right? But other wallets have different features, and so you could have an Ethereum wallet with a 12-word seed phrase or a 15-word seed phrase, depending on who made the wallet. You can also have a Cardano wallet. Cardano wallets have 24-word seed phrases, just because it's more secure to have more words, okay? So versus a 12 or a 15 or a 24, if anybody's gonna hack the 12-word system,
Is that what this is?
this is a 24-word system, yeah. If anybody's gonna hack a 12-word system, it's gonna take them decades to years to hack the 15 and decades and years to hack the 24, okay? So I like low risk in blockchain. Why I am here is because I've discovered very little risk and yield at the same time. And I'm trying to share that secret to most people. And so lower risk would be higher seed phrase wallets, right? Just a deeper level of protection. A network that was built with higher technology and security in mind. A network that allows the individual to host and hold their value privately without a central authority. These things lower risk, right? If you think about them deeply, nobody can run off with your money, nobody can lock away your money, nobody can seize your money, it's all yours. So these words are super important because they actually calculate a trajectory or a location that leads to your wallet in cyberspace. So those 24 words are called a seed phrase, and they are the seed location to your wallet. So every wallet will have a seed phrase. Let me go through this real quick, guys. Wake that keyword up. Okay. So we know that there are multiple different wallets. We know that each chain has multiple different wallets. And we know that the seed phrase is what builds the wallet location so you can access the wallet. One of the most important things to understand is when we're installing these wallets, we are at risk. You can build a wallet on a computer, right? But what if somebody's watching that computer? They see that 12-word seed phrase, you shut down, you build your wallet, you move money in it, you go to sleep, and all of a sudden your money's gone because maybe you had malware or man in the middle or something going on that computer. So it is keenly important when we start to construct these wallets, we do it in one of two ways. Either an offline cold storage device, an offline cold storage computer, or we just make sure that our network is really locked down and nobody can see it. This is how most people operate. So when we're constructing the wallets, we're gonna go to a website. And I'll just kind of shift a little bit because I'm such a small group, I think I can handle the questions. Okay. So here's our Lace wallet. That's the wallet that you're holding there, right? And so this Lace wallet is actually a viewer into the blockchain network. And that's how wallets really should be understood. They are viewers. A wallet isn't actually holding your money inside of it. A wallet is viewing the location of your money and how you can manipulate that money. Okay, so you can use multiple different wallets and see the same balance. You could use a JRNY wallet and view a balance, or you could use an Eternal wallet and you'll see the same balance but a different viewer, right? Because each wallet might have different features. The Eternal wallet may have a ton of data on transactions or history, or maybe even allow you to set up transactions and automate things, whereas a JRNY wallet might allow you to just store tokens and not do much else but move them around. So using a wallet and choosing a wallet is also important. But that's another thing, and that's also a personal preference. You choose the wallet that you feel comfortable with and you like. I always teach people on Lace or Eternal because I feel that they are the full bells and whistles wallet. They have all the features that anybody could want. They even have stores and exchanges built into the wallet. So let's say the token goes way, way up, and you know the value is inevitably going to go down because the market has to cool off. Well, you could actually, in your wallet, move it into a stable token. No fee, no Coinbase, no moving it into a global network where you're going to incur a taxable event. You're simply moving your money within your wallet to a different state, which preserves its value. The market cools off and drops. Now you're able to move it out of that preserved value state and purchase more tokens and grow your wealth privately. Now, I don't recommend people do this, but if you're savvy and you want to grow your wealth, these are opportunities that you can now do inside of your own wallet. So when you construct a wallet, let's go, and we're actually going to do it now. I think we've done enough instructions, so let's see.
So you're saying, like, so let's just kind of,
Yeah,
if I understand correctly,
please do.
you can move your money without any fees, right?
Micro fees, 5 cents.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a much lower fee.
Yeah, 5 cents or something. Yeah. Even if it was $1 million, it'd still be 5 cents. Yeah.
So let's say that you're saying that if I grow my wallet a certain amount, I can move it into a stable token.
Yeah. So here, let me actually log into my home computer where I have some wallets
My
installed.
follow-up question to that
Yeah.
would be: does that mean that I still have to pay tax on the amount gained, or do I have to pay anything on the tax? Like if I move it to a different token without taking it completely out, do I still have to pay tax on that? If it's in blockchain.
So here's so let's consider this. You have the U.S. government and the U.S. government dollar and all of the rules associated with how that dollar operates and what you can do with it.
Right.
Okay? And then we have China, Germany, all the other countries that have their rules and their currency. Global blockchain networks are not tied to any one government. They're decentralized.
Right.
Now, this is also an unregulated space. Any government will tell you, if you do this, you have to pay us taxes. But the truth is there's no regulation and there's no trackability. And there's really no way for them to enforce that. So it is on your good honor that you pay your taxes on whatever you do, but the truth is if it never enters the global US system, there's truly no leverage for the US to come after you and say, hey, you owe us money. It was never in their environment. It was never on their land. So it is your choice. I always say pay your taxes, but there is a gray line there. And so I want people to realize that.
Okay.
And if you feel the government's being unfair and they don't really have leverage or rights to your money, don't give it to them.
Okay.
Right? I mean, that's our right. It's our power.
Do your own taxes.
What's that?
You do your own taxes every year. There's a little thing where they ask you now.
Did you buy crypto? Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So trying to track that
They're not
now.
asking you how much it is. They're just asking, have you done it?
Right. I don't invest in crypto yet.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
So if you say no,
That's the first step to
The
track.
first step that
The way I look
most
at it
people have
is,
to say no when
If
you
you
do
invest
that,
in stock,
you're lying to the government.
the government wants their take when you have realized the gain or
Gains,
loss.
right.
So the way I look at this is,
But
once you
what
have
you're doing is-
turned it back into actual
Cash.
It's like
cash,
That's
Yeah.
your gain.
then that's your gain or your loss.
Yeah.
That's
So
the way
basic-
all the
I
Jews
would
have to
consider.
And I interpret it the exact same way, right? Because I'm not going to give them a share of my gains when it happened on the moon. It's a totally different location.
People
Yeah.
suing the feds right now
Right.
over
Overreach.
unrealized gains
Right.
from a foreign investment. It's going up to the Supreme Court
voluntarily
at this point.
tell
Because
us what we're
there's
gonna
this
want to
new regulation that the IRS is interpreting as being able
Right.
to tax them on
How do you avoid it?
unrealized gains.
just
They're saying that's-
still report it?
That's insane. That's insane. That's saying, hey, we're going to tax you for future money that you might have. It's ridiculous. So it's a terrible overreach. And the problem is the very attempt should be a red flag warning. If these guys are attempting to do this, there's something wrong. And so it makes more sense just to pull your money out of those rails into a neutral location that's not being manipulated, so you at least have control to choose what you want to do when you want to do it. And that's really what this is all about. It's about control, guys. It's about controlling our money when right now we aren't realizing we can't.
Yeah.
The
From a
thing to do is if you're going to do any of that,
quasi-legal standpoint, I would call it more of a tax deferment strategy.
There you go. I like that. I like that. I'm going to say it that way too. It's a tax deferment strategy. So anyway, you guys, I want you to get out your phones. We're actually going to build a wallet today. I want you to go to gamechanger.io.
Yeah.
And we are going to look at a quick way to erect a wallet. Now, wallet strategies are immense, and I'll tell you this right now, guys. There is no way in 1 hour we're going to cover enough information for you to really have touched deeply on this. And so I'm going to recommend you guys book a boot camp with me. I give you guys 4 hours of my time for free. I sit with you on Zoom, and we go over tooth and comb over all the stuff that I can't go over in 1 hour. But I do want you to get a taste for it, and I want you to understand there are rules, there are risks, and you should investigate and learn a lot more than just what I'm telling you in this hour. So go to gamechanger.io. Let me actually pull that wallet up for you. Okay, so it's Game Changer Wallet, and it's actually gamechanger.finance.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that brings a streaming
Yeah.
website. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a very unique and interesting thing, and why? This is the quickest, fastest wallet you will ever create. It's a one-button push wallet. It creates itself, and you have full access to it. Now, some people are like, "Oh, cool! This is all I need to do." No. If you were ever in the street and somebody's like, "Hey, dude, I want to give you some tokens," and a buddy wants this pass, I don't have a wallet, man. You can go to Game Changer. You can hit one button. It'll pull up a wallet, give you an address, and you can receive those tokens right then and there. Then you can go home. You can build a real private wallet and move those tokens from that mediator to a real wallet. This is a quick way to just get into crypto and have a wallet right on your phone right now. It's Game Changer Wallet. But there's also real wallets for long-term storage, and that would be the Eternal Wallet. And the Eternal Wallet, like this one, has a lot of bells and whistles. It's almost overwhelming to look at, right? There's accounts, transactions, send, swap, receive, staking, voting, wallet. This is a lot, right? And it's all in one wallet. You can vote in a wallet, right? These are really cool features that they're coming out. You can swap in a wallet. So yeah, go for it. Questions?
I'm trying to understand so what are you voting on? So usually if you're in a stock market,
Right.
you're voting for that board or whatever to make a certain decision.
Right.
The amount of shares that you have, right? Now with this vote, I don't understand there's no board, no governing body.
Correct.
There's no-
We are the governing body.
Yeah.
So I love your thinking because you're actually thinking traditionally. And the whole traditional system is broken. It has a hierarchical structure with people that do the work below and funnel money up to the top. We're dismissing that structure in this environment. We know it doesn't work and it creates imbalance. So your thinking is correct. You're like, wait a minute. Everybody governs the network. There is no board. We all participate, we all vote. And why do we vote? Because we have a stake in the game. We have money in here. And so we vote to preserve that value. And so if we're all in the same agreement, like saying, hey, I don't want my dollar to decrease, we're all going to vote always to keep and preserve our value. There won't be a board that says, well, we've got some stocks we're going to sell here so we can drop the value, sell the stocks and make a whole bunch of money and manipulate our group. That disappears in this environment because we all have a say. Okay?
There are these things called DAOs.
Yes,
that are
DAOs,
all
yeah.
different, you know.
That DAOs can work in the same way without a group infrastructure and allow people to vote, but that's on the side. That's a whole other different thing that we can use. A wallet is how you would obtain that value, store that value, or maybe vote, or maybe use that DAO. Okay, so the wallet is the epicenter of where all this starts. That's what we're learning that today.
And sorry, just
Yeah.
vote again. Is it based on the amount of money that's in your wallet?
Yes, for now. But that's an initial state that we already understand that's a flaw. All networks work that way, but we're moving to identity trees. There's a DID standard that's global right now, and they're building out that DID standard. Pretty soon people will mint or create an identity token or aura of some sort, and they can link it to that wallet and vote from that wallet, and that identity will carry from that vote. Okay, so that's not anything that's finished right now, but it is being aggressively worked on right now. So it's coming. Yeah.
So the idea is to give you one vote per
Human.
person per human.
Yeah, one vote per real, live, actionable human that has a data tree that shows current life, current registration, activity, and everything. So these things are really impossible to fake when you use blockchain to kind of validate that stuff. And so we're talking about using UB keys, stacking keys, authenticating, creating an array of identity, and then that becomes your entire identity. And so if you lose a piece or something, you could always eject it or re-import it, and it becomes a very dynamic identity that you fully control and nobody owns. And it's all created inside of your home. You own the kit, you buy the kit, you own the kit, you create your identity, you start creating your connections, and then you link that identity to your wallet, and all of a sudden you're running with an identity that nobody can take or fake. So it's kind of neat stuff. And the hard part will be bootstrapping into our current environment. As the new generation starts to come up, it'll be all they know, and they will have much better records and data than we will. And so there's going to be this time of where the age is moving through, where this is kind of messy, but it gets really clean as more data tracks people's paths of life, if that makes sense. I know this is kind of deep stuff. So anyway, so we're looking at the Eternal wallet right now. This is the wallet that I recommend besides Lace. Lace is a fun one, it's brand new, but this is the one I use for my home, for everything else. Let's go over this wallet really quick, and we're going to construct it. So you guys were able to look at that Game Changer wallet. That's a different wallet. For here, you would add a wallet. Touch. It's a touch. Oh, I do a touch screen here. I'm on my home computer because the other stuff wasn't working. So we're going to add a wallet here, and when you create a wallet, you're going to have a few different options. Okay, one is to create, one is to restore. So if you have a seed phrase and you want to restore a wallet, you would get those words and you could actually restore the wallet right in from here, okay? You wouldn't have to recreate the wallet.
Or any of them?
What's that?
Can you import any of them?
You can import Cardano wallets on this one.
Cardano.
You would use MetaMask for Eternal, or for Ethereum, and you would obviously use a Bitcoin wallet for Bitcoin. And each chain, like I said, has several different wallets for each one, so it's really your preference. The fun part, guys, is exploring wallets that you think are cool that work really well. You know, and I found this one, like, oh man, this is the best wallet, it's got everything. So anyway, so we're gonna, we have a hardware wallet, and for those of you that don't understand what a hardware wallet is, there's something called a man-in-the-middle attack. And so if you were to create a wallet, and you were to want to send a transaction, right? I'm gonna send a transaction, and I'm gonna put in, you know, the address, and then the amount, and then I'm gonna hit send. What if somebody's watching this computer and I put in that spending password? What did they just acquire? They just got the password, so they can send money out of my wallet. So this is a problem. Communicating that over here is a problem. So they have these hardware devices that you can buy for $79. I have them on my website. Trezor Safe 3, I think, is one of them. It's real simple, 2 buttons. And what you're able to do is you're able to sign a transaction and then transmit that signature into here and send the transaction without ever revealing the password. And so this is essential, because that way, if somebody is even watching the computer, you're never revealing that data. So people are like, well, how can I have $1 million or $10 million in an account? And then, yeah, but, and then, you know, somebody's watching my computer and I lose it all. Well, if you have $1 million in your account, you don't want to put your password in a computer ever. You want to sign it on a separate offline cold storage hardware device and then submit the transaction. That way nobody can ever hack you, ever. And all of a sudden blockchain becomes highly secure. So I highly recommend you guys look them up. They're called Ledgers, L-E-D-G-E-R. And the newest one is a Ledger Safe 3, and it's only $79. Always buy direct and read the protocol for opening it. Sometimes there have been stories where these have been intercepted in transit. People have opened them up. They build the wallet. They type up the seed phrase really nice. The person receives it. They've never had one before. They open it up. It's got the seed phrase already typed in. They've got the wallet, and they start putting money in it. And what they didn't realize is this was supposed to be blank, and this wallet is not supposed to be constructed. And so they load money in it, and the guy that intercepted it obviously has the seed phrase, and so he just wipes the money after a year or a few months, and nobody knows how. So when you open these devices, they must be blank, they must be stickered, and you have to construct it fresh after doing a firmware update. Does that make sense? Am I talking nonsense, right? I'm talking good stuff, right?
Just a question.
Yes, sir.
This dongle
It's like a
Yes,
USB
beautiful.
drive.
It's a dongle.
Do
I
you
love it.
physically have to put it into the machine?
Yeah.
You plug it into the machine and port it into the wallet, but it doesn't stay plugged in.
I know, but back in the old days, this is old technology.
Absolutely. The application,
That's how they used to
flash
protect their
drive.
software programs.
Correct.
You get little-
a dongle. Right, it's an authentication key. But these dongles are a little more sophisticated and they're holding SHA-256 hash encryption stuff. And right, and what they're really doing is this wallet is sending a message for a transaction and it's sending it to the device. It's encrypted.
Right.
And only the device has the private key that can decrypt the public key that created that transaction, and it can actually decrypt the message, properly sign it, re-encrypt the message, and send it back. PGP. Love
So
it. Yeah.
even if you do get hacked, you have that. They can only see your value and see your wallet, but they can't move anything.
Exactly.
Right?
So I notice I went to my computer, logged in at home. This is up. I can leave it up. It doesn't matter. I have a hardware device that's completely disconnected from the computer, and it's the gateway to signing any transactions on here. Nobody can hack this. They can't hack it. So I can leave my stuff up open, and it doesn't matter. So the hardware devices are key. So my recommendation is this: if you're going to build a wallet and you're going to move any kind of life savings or meaningful money into it, besides $10, $100, $2,000, whatever, if you go over $10,000 or something significant, you must buy a hardware wallet to protect yourself. Don't type in that spending password with that much money in it. It's just a dangerous move. And a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people are typing in their password. They got apes, they've got all this stuff, they got tokens, rare stuff that's super expensive, and they're just typing their passwords right on their screen. And people hear about it, they get wiped. You know, they're getting taken.
Buy a fireproof box.
Yes, to hold your stuff. And fireproof is good, but okay, and so we're gonna go back to something. So we just talked about the front end communication of a wallet and how to send a transaction securely by using a hardware device. But the back end of storage, preserving that wallet in case of an emergency, is different. That's where we talk about those crypto steals and the seed phrase again, right? So there's two ends that you need to protect yourself with: the backup and then the direct communication. If you can protect yourself on both of these ends, guess what? Blockchain from that point becomes very, very durable in protecting your value. Very durable. Nobody's going to hack it. Nobody's going to take it. Nobody's going to manipulate it. They simply cannot. They don't have all the data to answer the question, because all the data is on that dongle, that PGP encryptor. And if they can't physically get that and hack it, they can't get to the wallet, which is really a neat dual system, right? And so there's different ways of doing it, but that's pretty much the simplest way that we're going to cover today. So please, 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 I urge you guys to look up Ledger Safe 3. You can go to my website, cardanomint.com. I am an affiliate for those. So you can buy it, you get a discount, and I get like $5. So take it as it is. But it's cardanomint.com. Go to the bottom of the website, click on the picture of the Trezor Safe 3, and go get one. Order it up, book a boot camp with me. We're going to sit for 4 hours, and by the time you leave, we will have constructed an array. Here's another big problem that people have. They build one wallet. I don't know why. They build one wallet, they stick everything in it. This is not a good idea. You're going to build multiple wallets, and multiple wallets will carry certain valuable items. Maybe you'll have an NFT wallet, it just carries your valuable NFTs. No money, so you really never have to access it. You can just look at it. You have a money wallet. Maybe it's yielding returns. Right? And then you have maybe a yearly spender wallet where you'll move a year's worth of income. And then you'll have a monthly wallet where you'll move that income in. So if you ever get hacked, you're not losing anything in your array. You're simply using what was the least secure, lowest holding value wallet. And a lot of people are getting killed on this because they are walking the streets with all their wallets and losing everything. So I implore you, please do not use that strategy. Multiple wallets, create an array. And then here's the kicker. Make one more wallet when you're done, and make a trash wallet. If you're ever going to do anything risky, scary, you're unsure, use that wallet with nothing in it. I have so many people who are like, oh, I'm doing something, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm like, well, what wallet are you using? Oh, the wallet, how much you got it? 50K? You're doing something unsure on a website, you're not sure what you're doing, and you have 50K in that wallet? Pause, please. Let's build you an empty wallet, and then do that. If something happens, they get away with nothing. And then once you have it in that empty wallet, then move it out into your wallet. But create that buffer of safety. So it's truly important to understand these basic strategies when interacting with blockchain, because if you don't understand these things, what you're doing is you're opening yourself up to risk. And like I said, I'm a big risk-averse guy. So let's finish up with the wallet because we are just about running out of time. And so we'll actually go through the physical construction here. So we're going to create a wallet, and you guys can follow through on your phones. There's an app on the web. If you go to the App Store, you can download this wallet right now. We can go through this process together if you want.
Okay.
So let's do it, and I'll show you how to do it. Sir, you're more than welcome to follow along on your phone if you want to.
This one's called what?
This is called the Eternal Wallet, ETERNL wallet, and you can go to the App Store and download it. And what you're going to be doing is downloading that app, and you can use your face or thumbprint for it, so this becomes highly secure like a Trezor, but I would never recommend you guys holding a lot of money in here, no more than a month's worth of income for spending, but because it's a mobile wallet, which means it's a hot wallet, and it's online all the time, which means if there were ever any risk, the hot wallets would be the first ones to be at risk, right?
So if you were to diversify your wallets, you want a cold storage wallet?
Yes, sir. Multiple cold storage. You want almost all your wallets offline cold storage. Yeah, and then just the spenders, you want those online.
Multiple cold storage ones. And you want to have a hot one that you can use on your phone on the go. And you also want to have one that's a
Junker.
One that's just risk.
Yeah, a risk wallet.
Okay.
So
What's the purpose of the multiple cold storage ones one more time?
because you don't want to go into a wallet that's just carrying a whole bunch of NFTs or tokens when you need money. So you will store your money in one, you'll store items in another,
Oh, okay.
right? Maybe credentials,
Okay.
right? Medical records, things like that. But you want to keep your money separate because in Cardano, you have the unique ability of actually tweaking the wallet a little bit and returning interest. So maybe you want to hold your NFTs in a MetaMask wallet. But then you want to stake on Cardano and earn some interest every 5 days. And when you're staking, it's liquid, it's not locked, it's fully accessible, it's in your wallet, it's ready to go. So it's just a really neat way to earn a return without any risk. Self-custody, in your own wallet, earning interest, and nobody can stop it or take it away. Find me this environment anywhere else in our financial economy. It doesn't exist. There is no way for you to grow your value without giving it to somebody else right now. Just here. That is super unique. Are we done?
Whenever you're done.
Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much done. So anyway, so let's go through this. This last part will be pretty quick. So you're going to go through. You're going to, like I said, you're going to name the wallet. Okay. You're going to put in a strong spending password.
Is it add wallet?
Add wallet.
Yeah.
Then you're going to create a name for the wallet. So you guys will call this my first test wallet. And I apologize. Pause, guys. I forgot one step before we continue. You see this bottom corner right here on your app? It says mainnet for yours, does it not?
Yeah.
I want you to click that button and change it to pre-prod. Now, why am I doing this? Because I'm not going to have you guys learn how to make wallets in a real live environment. I'm going to have you make it in a test environment where there's no real money and you guys can practice. And when you feel confident, you switch to mainnet, build a live wallet, and move money into the live wallet, but only after you're so comfortable you know you're not going to make any errors. This is another unique feature that's provided in these wallets where you can practice without any worry. And a lot of people don't practice. They actually just try with live money and they make mistakes and lose money. This is another little trick or tip for you to play with this tech. Never play on the main net until you know what you're doing. Practice, practice, practice. It's kind of fun. Yeah.
Does it work on Linux?
I'm sorry? Linux. Yes, of course. Yeah, all of this is Linux-based stuff too. Yeah. So you just, download the wallet. They're actually quite separate OSs. It really doesn't matter what operating system you're using. Because once again, you're accessing the web and you're downloading a portal to view into a global network. So it's not like a software program that runs on Linux, right? Okay, so once again, you're going to name the wallet. You're going to put in a strong spending password. You're going to repeat that password. And then when you repeat the password, it's going to take you to another screen. Okay? Once you get to that other screen, it's going to say, hey, look, in this wallet, you can actually create 24 sub-wallets within it. So you can have one seed phrase and hide 24 wallets within it. You would just add an extra word at the end of the seed phrase, mom, dad, grandma, whatever. And whoever gets that seed phrase and puts in their name, their money will appear. Okay? So you can actually hide money within these wallets. So somebody could get your seed phrase, type it in, and it's 0. But they didn't type in Jan at the last word, and then the money's revealed. So it's a really unique state that you can actually have a wallet, somebody can discover the seed phrase, and if you construct it in a certain way, they're still not going to be able to see or access your money. These are features that allow people more privacy and secrecy when they're holding their own money. Okay, so important to understand, you're just going to pick one wallet for this one seed phrase for this one event. I don't want you to do multiple wallets. You can experiment with that at home, or if you guys do the boot camp, we can actually play with that feature and you can see how it works live. Okay, so one wallet, and then once you do that, it's going to give you this big disclaimer in red, and it's going to say, hey, I'm about to show you 24 seed phrase words. These 24 seed phrase words reveal the path and access to your wallet. Don't show anybody these words. Do not screenshot these words. Write these words down on a piece of paper. This is something you, since you're building a pre-prod wallet, you can just screenshot it today because it's not real money and it's a play environment, so you don't have to abide by the security. But when you build a real wallet, I want you to intently write everything down very well. Make sure everything is perfect. Make sure they're numbered correctly. And then when you build the wallet, you move $10 into that wallet and then you destroy the wallet. Why do we destroy the wallet, guys?
To avoid getting compromised.
We destroy the wallet because we just moved $10 into it. And now we want to test if our backup that we created works. You know how many people have written the words down, put money in the wallet, and they just run? And then they wrote a word wrong, and they never realized it. And then they lose their password, and all of a sudden their seed phrase doesn't work, and they've lost access to their money. This is a big deal, guys. So we always construct a wallet, we move money into that wallet, we destroy the wallet, we rebuild the wallet, and make sure those funds come back. When the money comes back, now you have a true backup, a functioning backup. You move that to steel, you put that in a vault, take a chop saw, slice into a wall, slide it in a wall, whatever you want to do, hide it. Because that is the absolute path to your wallet. Now let me ask you a question. You backed it up, you put it on a seed phrase, you put it in steel in a wall, you've got your Trezor, you're connecting it, you're using it, everything's good. What happens if you lose your Trezor? You've secured that money with a Trezor. Will that backup allow you access to that money still, or will that Trezor be a stopping point? The steel bypasses all security. Okay, that seed phrase you have, I don't care how much security you banked up around that wallet, once you put in the seed phrase, all security gets wiped. Okay, so this is your customer service, which is why I say put it on steel, put it in a vault, store it somewhere secure. Don't leave it on a piece of paper. If you do and it gets destroyed, that's it, you can't get back in. So always make sure you're building the wallet, moving money into the wallet, destroying the wallet, rebuilding the wallet. Then once you confirm your seed phrase is good, move it to steel, hide your steel. Then get a hardware device, start building security on your wallet, and now you're ready to go. And I know this is a lot of steps, guys, and like I said, there's no way to ever cover this in 1 hour, which is why I do the wallet construction class privately. So I'm gonna hand you guys my card real quick, and whoever wants to go further with this, because I know we're running out of time, book it. This is what I do for a living. I just like to spend my time talking crypto with everybody. And by the time you're done, you'll have an array of 4 wallets. They'll all be highly secured, tested. And anybody else who wants to...
Can you move a little bit?
Oh, sure. However you want it.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for doing that. It's a great idea. Anybody else who wants to book it? So we are kind of finished for today, guys. I'm sorry it went a little kind of muddled, but we will continue where we left off. We'll get you guys some wallets constructed, and then we'll help you guys move some assets into that money. We'll actually go further, and we'll start to talk about what makes an asset, what makes value valuable, and why holding certain tokens over other tokens might be more advantageous than others. Okay, so hey, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you coming in. I like the small group. Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.